Got him. Now, Tank. Now.
Welcome to your doom.
Sometimes may be good, sometimes may be shit.
You know what I mean? I remember like having a girl I was seeing. She told me that she thought Lil Wayne was hot. I was like, we're done here.
I said that once because his voice, you know, it's like
he does have like a gravel.
I know,
like just kind of. I don't even see him as a person, just because he's so like a cartoon at this point. He's a Packer fan, so I love him for that.
Yeah,
exactly.
I'm just saying, it's like, dude, you look at that and you think, I'd hit it.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, and now with a car, you know, it's like, what the fuck? I don't get it.
So I'm glad Steven Tyler got caught. Yeah. Anyways, welcome to Non-Essentials. Welcome to the Non-Essentials podcast. I'm sorry, you caught us in celebration mode. We were celebrating on episode 105. We got him. We took Steven Tyler down. No one was talking about how big of a pedophile he was until what? About maybe a year ago. We discovered it and we spread it. Yeah. Every chance I got, I put it on every comment.
Like spread it like that teenager's legs that he did when back in the 70s.
Exactly, but he adopted those legs first, and then he fucked it, got her pregnant for 7 months, forced an abortion, and then gave it back to his parents. Yeah. Welcome to Non-Essentials Podcast, episode 105. My name is Jake, fuck Aerosmith Bussy.
Yeah, I'm Adam. I have never statutory raped anyone.
Oh my God, weird.
I didn't know that was like, I didn't know that
Can
was
we high five over not statutory raping and adopting a kid?
She's not high-fiving anyone, but
what are you doing? You should get in on that. If you ever see someone statutory rape high-fiving that they haven't done it, feel free to jump in.
I would at least fake it.
Yeah.
Like, what's your fucking problem?
Yeah. I don't know.
I mean, are there just piles? I don't mean to do foreshadowing for episode 105A, but are there just piles of dead virgins outside of your castle?
Yes, apparently it takes 28 of them to fill my tub.
650.
Before we get into it, obviously we have a Patreon page. We now have a new website that we're kind of like trying to get more frequent on, but please go sign up to those. And also, Comedy Cabin's opening in Janesville, and if you haven't had a chance, go to cabinlaughs.com, get your tickets. Our buddy Nathan's really bringing in some real talent, and it's not
seriously,
you know, this isn't like a buddy hookup kind of thing. He's got real talent coming for real shows.
It is legitimate, and he's put in a lot of effort, and I think it's going to be really funny, and it's going to be a gem for Southern Wisconsin. So if you're in the area, I know there's going to be shows all the time.
Yeah.
So come polish that gem.
There you go.
And rock
exactly. Yeah. And the knob.
Nicely summed up.
Yeah. While we're polishing knobs, I want to thank listener R, who was for us.
Oh yeah.
He was here for Chloe.
Yeah. There's your Fight Club reference.
Thank you. What the fuck?
I hand these Tanukis around.
So hold on. So listener R, who was here for episode 105A, he brought by some pins for us. He actually said he bought it the moment he listened to.
He did say that
to the Tanuki episode. But if you remember the Tanuki episode, that as far as the little animal from Japan that had a giant scrotum.
Well, the thing is, if you ever played Mario growing up, the Tanuki suit was like the raccoon-looking suit. And Adam enlightened me that the Tanuki animal basically has a magic ball sack that can fly.
Yeah, think of Loki with more fur and balls.
Yes. It can shape-shift into different people, and it can be used as just a pretty decent weapon. Yeah. So he brought us these stickers and badges.
Decent, just bludgeoning.
That's a cute.
Company?
That's a cute one. No. Enamel pin?
No, where it says Wild Whimsy Woodles.
Okay.
Walls.
That's who made it.
Wyatt Walls.
So thank you for these, Ryan.
So thank you very much.
Now Adam knows what to be for Halloween next year.
Yeah, I'm going to have you be the balls. I'm going to go as Tanuki. You just come behind me with a big cape.
That's not me.
All right, so what do you got for us? What are we getting into?
Okay, and speaking of polishing knobs, I have one.
I'm not going to interrupt you.
What are you, my priest?
Yeah.
Okay, so Nick Cannon, he was kind of popular, 15, 20 years ago.
He's still there. He has a ton of kids, right?
Yeah, so he, in just 2022, had 5 kids.
At the same year?
Same year. 5 women.
I wouldn't trust that guy to pull out of a driveway.
Well, the thing that's weird is that he had his first 2 kids with Mariah Carey. He was married for like 2 or 3 years, and then they have 2 kids, and then they get a divorce.
Yeah, you can't go through more than 2 Christmases with Mariah Carey.
And then in like 3 years, he has like a ton more. But listen to these names, okay? The Mariah Carey ones is Monroe and Moroccan. Not too bad.
All right. I mean, this sounds like back padding for having your name be Mariah. Yeah. Right?
Well, here's the other kids. Golden, Powerful, Zion, Zillion. By the way, Zillion's middle name is Air. Zillion Air. Okay.
Oh, my God.
Zen, Legendary, Onyx, Rise, Beautiful, Halo. These are adjectives.
I like Halo.
These are adjectives. These are not people.
I can't wait to be at Starbucks and be like, hey, Legendary, can I get a tall mocha latte?
And every woman acts like she's the number one. Like, and every single Instagram post, like he had 5 posts now this in 2022 announcing he's going to have a kid. And every single time he's like, another miracle.
I'll say this.
Like he doesn't know how it works.
I'll say this. If he's taking care of them, if he's in their life, he's a good dad, good on him. You know what I mean?
I'm glad you brought that up because
is he not? Is he on Maury? Like, what's going on?
No, because he said that things are getting expensive due to the baby mama to kid ratio.
Yeah, that's,
there's a lot of pussies in that pie.
Yeah. So it's not just that he has a lot of kids, but there's also a lot
ratio.
Of ladies to deal with. I was trying to organize this for you guys, and it got so messy when I was trying to do the family tree, and I was just like my brain was hurting. I said, no, I have to stop.
Like a family weed.
Yeah.
So I actually have a counterpoint to that. I want to bring up a Ugandan man that I came across that has. I'm going to read stats here. His name is Musa Hasaya. Okay. And he is a Ugandan man with 102 children.
His cannon looked like a pop gun.
568 grandchildren and 12 wives. And he has decided to now, because of the same problems,
kill himself.
He's decided and paint the wall with his brains. No, he's decided to stop having children.
Oh.
So, yeah. But 102 children.
That's too much crying. Like they never wives. There's no crying ever. There's always somebody crying.
At that point, I would
it's
just name
the
them.
Wives.
I name them.
Him. He just goes to another wife's house.
I just go with numbers at that point, like 87. Stop fighting with 63.
Like 32.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's horrific.
Yeah. It is horrifying.
I mean, I'm proud to say that I am still the only child in my household, and except I can buy guns and alcohol, I guess.
Those are my babies.
They're my baby.
I don't really have anywhere to go with that. I can't one up. Oh, you guys.
You know what? I'm gonna go right into. I've got a couple of listener corrections here. One is
I've never made a mistake.
Yeah, true. Yeah, for me, I do it all the time. It's me. Hi, I'm the problem. It's me. So anyway, I no. All right, and then also listener Jay, our favorite Northeasterner. He wrote in reference to your would you rather when he was talking about blowing a guy once a day to be a billionaire.
I remember.
Okay.
Yeah.
So our favorite buddy, who actually I've got dude tattooed on the back of my leg. He's got sweet. Okay.
Sure.
So all the old listeners with back problems all get that joke.
Yeah.
Right. So anyway, but he wanted me to tell you that $1 billion buys a lot of Listerine.
Yeah, buys a jet ski too. That's good to know. And he's just reinforcing my point. This isn't a correction. This is a vote of confidence. I know Jimmy would be like, I'm getting paid for this.
I spent half my life doing it for free.
Yeah. Living my best life. Yeah.
You guys, wait, what's that thing from? What's that movie? Or you guys are getting paid, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
I feel like I do. I remember this, but I don't know.
Let's say, do you have if you have more corrections? I was gonna say, actually, I brought 3 would you rather's. One specifically for Renee, one more tailored towards Adam. And then one for everybody.
Well, she already just got done. Too. She was already talking about polishing knobs earlier.
Oh, sure. Okay, sure. All right, so I can go. So
yeah, go ahead.
So Renee, here it is. You're smarter than us, so I expect a more intelligent answer.
Don't expect that.
Okay. So Renee,
Yes.
All right. Would you rather have a magic van that can teleport you to anywhere you want and and time travel anywhere you want, or a magic ring that when you touch a book, it absorbs all the knowledge inside?
Ooh, that's a hard one.
I knew you would get like boned up over this.
I was I was so excited because I was thinking how much stuff I could get done, like in a short amount of
I
time.
could rape in that van. I could go anywhere in the world.
Any river you want.
Your escape is right
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
The cop's like, I don't
You're just
understand.
gonna
It was
finger
right
bang
here.
a bunch of books.
Yeah.
It's been done. Okay.
Yes. Spit on it.
That's such a hard one.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
But I guess if I travel in time, like the stuff that I do know, I can like know way more.
That's true.
I could see it firsthand. And I could be like, you guys were wrong. Elizabeth did.
Kill all those girls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Elizabeth Bassett.
That's where you're going?
More foreshadowing.
Yeah.
105A.
Okay.
Because
Right.
then the problem is
I
you
thought
have,
you'd be book.
I know, because I was thinking, you know what? If you have too much knowledge, it just pains you all the more to like be with the plebes that have no knowledge.
Man,
You're just
that
gonna,
is why I
"Woo!"
am happy as fuck.
Yeah.
Ignorance is
Yeah,
bliss,
yeah.
guys.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're going with van.
Yes. And plus I could get a lot of stuff done.
With that van?
Yes.
Like you would use the van not to time travel? You wouldn't
Well,
like,
you said that I
would,
can teleport.
I would use the van once, go back and place some stock bets, buy all the vans I want, have them do that. I
Yeah.
wouldn't waste my time traveling
weird
van
that I would
moving a
just-
sofa.
Is it weird that I'm... Damn it.
Sorry.
All right. Pretend Jake didn't say that. I would use that van to put my arm in a sling and ask ladies to help me move a sofa.
Yeah.
You fucking took my bungee jump.
Okay, what's the other one?
Okay, so this one's for Adam.
Okay.
But you can play too. It's fine.
Okay.
All
Would
right.
you
So this
put an arm sling on and put...
no, so it's all right. Would you rather be able to erase someone's memories
Yes.
What?
or read someone's memories?
Oh my God.
I thought this was a pretty good one.
That is a good one.
Can I erase my own memories?
Yeah, you just look in this
Like,
pen.
if you want to know what keeps me up at night, I'm like,
You just bink.
and Mom walked in on me there too, right?
Yeah.
So the reason is that you actually weren't jumping on the bed when your stepdad heard you.
No, that's real. That's a real story. Fuck.
I thought this was a good one for you because you have a great memory. Adam has one time I remember being at work and I said, hey, this guy came in. And he goes, no, that's not the guy, but he looks like this guy that I think you're thinking of. And he was 100% right.
Okay, tell me that you're not married again.
I'm just saying, he's got like photographic memory kind of thing.
I've got pornographic
There
memory
you go.
too. That's the
Yeah,
thing
yeah.
too.
So
I'm gonna keep my memory, and I'm gonna erase others.
so you'd be able to. You're a rapist. That's a rapist answer.
That's not a
He's got a rapist wit.
rapier.
Yeah.
That's a pirate sword.
Yeah. So you'd rather erase the victim's memory than figure out who the murderer was. Okay.
I don't want to erase my own. I
Okay.
thought it was erase my own or erase someone
Sure.
else's.
Should we just hit the last one here? This is one I saw on TikTok, and this is fun for everybody. This is
That will be good.
This is truly awful. Be sure to play along and be honest. I'm scared to read this because there's a chance. All right. Would you rather
Yes.
get a good hand job
Hell yeah.
from your grandma
No.
Okay.
or
Which grandma?
or
Paternal or maternal?
or a bad hand job from your grandma?
Because it lasts longer? Oh. Yeah, but I don't want to like splooge when now
Sorry,
that's
Grandma.
just locked in my memory. Like, man, that was fucking soft hands.
That's what I'm saying. This is why.
No rings on it.
Yeah. What if she
Fucking tugging.
uses the pepper grinder technique? Just
Yeah. Or I was thinking more like at Olive Garden. You're like, yeah, more parm. Put a weird amount
Yeah.
on.
So then, Renee, for you, flip it.
Oh,
So-
man. I guess finger blast?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And grandpas have big fingers.
Yeah, like carpenter fingers. like hit it with a hammer a few times.
Like the weird old Tootsie Roll fingers with the bumps.
I guess I'll just shoot myself.
All right.
It's not an answer.
All right.
I'm just.
Can I
Your
be,
grandma
okay,
being
so,
like, not my brooch yet.
So okay, so I'm gonna answer this seriously instead of dodging it. I'm gonna tell you this right now.
I wonder if you're gonna say what I'm gonna say.
I don't want the good one because I don't want to it's like when you're watching porn and then like you happen to time off at the same time and it's like flashes that all balls angle. You're like, oh god damn it,
Yeah.
you know, like no, you know, like that
So you don't want to
can't be
program
it.
yourself.
You know,
yeah.
I don't want to you know, like some sort of like Pavlovian response, you know.
Sure.
So like I'm gonna go with the awful. I want it to be so awful that I have to like put myself somewhere else.
Yeah,
There's
me
a Fight
too.
Club
That's a
reference.
good.
You were like slide. Please grab a slide. This is
Okay,
rubbing
Jake.
too
What?
much.
Oh,
Listen, I think with this one, I'm taking the good one. 'Cause here's the thing: I don't want the awful one because she's also good at encouraging me. So I don't want her to like.
That's not fair because your grandma's name's BJ.
Yeah. I don't want to restrict
So
her.
BJ's gonna give a great HJ, I bet. I'm just saying. Hi, Molly. By the way, I'm sorry.
I also kind of believe it might be over faster. So this is about getting through it faster.
Really?
I think so.
But I mean, I don't know. I don't want to. I mean, the psyche is so it's fragile.
It is.
Times,
It
you know,
is.
like, you know, you don't want to be
because
like.
if it's so
"All
good,
right,
you might be
Grandma."
like, "I'm sorry, Lindsay. I have to go to my grandma's house real quick."
Here's the thing: it's not like good hand jobs are like ubiquitous on the earth.
Yeah,
Like,
no. Like anybody that's ever tried to do it,
only-
is like, have you done this before?
Dude, the only good hand job I've ever
like-
got was alone.
Yeah, exactly. Like seriously, like
No one knew him better than his own hand.
yeah,
All
exactly.
right.
Okay,
anyways,
so moving
this,
on.
this will be the one episode my grandma watches in. Hey, Grandma, you know who I am by now. So, teacher cuts hair student. Did you see this at all?
No.
Nice segue.
A teacher. So there was a teacher. She was cutting the hair of a student, and I saw the video of it. And she's singing the Star Spangled Banner while doing
purpose?
it. Yeah, and I don't know the lead up. I just saw
Was
her.
there gum in the hair?
Nope. She was like singing, lifting it, like
Was
slicing.
it a Hispanic kid? And she's saying Jose. Can you see?
No, she was just crazily. So I'm like of two minds about this because I don't think she was like not crazy before she started. I bet this kid was like, "You're not gonna cut my hair," and she's like, "You
fuck
shouldn't
I
have
won't."
bet." And I was looking at it like this is a problem with youth nowadays. It's like everyone has video. This is just an art teacher. They are all crazy, and I love them for this.
It's
but
still pretty weird though.
oh, it's definitely
do it.
weird. But and then so her last name is Geisingler. She faces up to 3.5 years in prison. Could face up to 3.5 years in prison.
Is that assault?
$100,000. I'm sure it's a form of assault because she went after another student with it. But it's just like this is a bad teacher. That's all this is.
It's pretty weird.
It's very weird. I don't think she deserves 3.5 years in prison for it because I think the kid was kind of culpable, but like you're not going to do it, and sat down.
Yeah, 3.5 years is kind of stiff.
How did I want to know the lead up.
Well, so her husband, I saw a video, was like she was having just a really hard time, and she must have had
That's
an
not the kid's
emotional.
fault.
She must have an emotional break, and that's the thing is, I just think that she was probably in the moment going wild and crazy, and she made a bad decision. I don't
but
think
like-
that's 3.5
But the
years.
thing is, people have mental breaks and kill people and get 3 years.
That's a good point.
All I'm saying is that, like, what was the lead up? Because obviously it wasn't like the kid is like, oh, this is a great class. Thanks, teach. Oh, what are you doing? You know,
That's
like,
what I'm saying.
yeah.
He was sitting there in the middle of the class, and I'm betting there was some kind of like, you're not going to do it. She was just like, I fucking hate Tuesdays. You know, and she just went
How can
for
you
it.
hate Tuesday, Taco Tuesday?
All right, thank you very much, time traveling listeners. You just got to witness us going 20 minutes?
Yeah, I had to have them see it.
Yeah, I had to watch that video and then we had to laugh about it a lot.
And if you want to see it, just YouTube. It's like teacher cuts hair while singing
You
national
gonna put something
anthem.
for the YouTube listeners or something maybe right about
Right
but,
here.
Yeah. So anyway, but I gotta tell you, that's a wacky bitch.
Yeah, no, that's an art
Like,
teacher. I'm sorry.
She is wacky.
No, that's
yeah.
a fucking, that's a wacky ass chick. Like
That's not 3 years in prison though.
That's not 3 years in prison. And I will say this: that child, when you were first saying it, I assumed it was like a third grader crying at its desk as she
Right.
fucking attacked it. That was a kid that came up to the front
Yeah,
of the desk,
probably 17.
sat in a stool,
Yeah.
right? And as she sat there, and he was facing the rest of the class. You know what I mean? He singled himself out.
Yeah.
And she, granted, was having a mental break.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
And
she
singing
Sweeney
and-
Todded him.
Yeah.
Yes, she did. That's the best
Damn it.
description
Okay,
yet.
hold on. Take two. So she Sweeney Todded him. Okay.
Actually, Edward Scissorhand him.
Yeah. Okay, take two. She Edward Scissorhand him. Okay. And
She Amber Hearded him.
She shit on the bed. So anyway, no, she did shit the bed with
She
her
shat
fucking
on the
sanity.
head. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry.
You wrecked it.
I'm sorry.
Anyway, no. Anyway, but no, like I will say, like that is clearly a person having a mental fucking.
Yeah,
break.
she did look like
But
it.
at the same time,
You know the wacky teacher. I'm
the
sorry.
the student was not having a bad time.
No.
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 Now, who was having a bad time were the other kids that she was coming after with the scissors, going,
Yeah.
Mrs. G, no, Mrs. G.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
she's like, oh, the rockets,
Yeah.
red glare.
It's hard to stop the train.
And the air flying with hair. Or I don't know.
Once
whatever-
you start doing
whatever
something you've wanted to do
F.
for
Scott
years, it's hard
Yeah.
to stop. I can't even stop
Yeah.
peeing once I start.
No, it's good to do that. It's good to work your prostate.
It hurts.
You gotta
Okay.
start and stop. Gentlemen, start and stop.
I have to do mine next because my battery's running out.
Okay. Oh, first
Battery
world
on what?
problems.
All right.
Okay, so I thought this was interesting. So there was a couple who are getting a divorce because they were having marital problems, but that's not why they got divorced. It was because they went on. Well, first of all, okay, back it up. This couple. No, don't do that. I can see your hand. That's her trigger hand. Okay, so
What? What happened? Who hurt you? I can't scratch my knee. Yeah.
okay, so this couple they met
I'm
online.
gonna scratch my knee real quick. Just
Yeah,
you're like a
seriously.
spooked horse.
Okay, so they met online. They're now married for 3 years. They're having difficulty, and so what do? They both turn to the internet on these online chat forums, like
Smart.
relationship advice, and they're like, "My wife, she sucks. You know, she does this," and the guy's like, "Oh, I'm so sorry," or the other girl, whatever, and then vice versa.
Yeah.
And then they said, "Hey, let's meet each other in person, and
Oh.
they'll each hold a red rose so that they know who each other are when they get to the restaurant."
I think we all have a guess what happens.
It was them. Like the wife came in and she saw the husband holding one red rose and she's like, "You were cheating on me."
He's like, how did you know?
Yeah, but so they're better online.
Yes. But
See?
now they're divorcing
Now-
because they're cheating. But
All I'm saying is like,
Cheating
what- I
at-
get it, but at the same time, doesn't it kind of equal out? Because I mean, what's the difference between that and just sitting on opposite ends of the couch sending memes to each other?
Yeah. I hope they sat down at what
That's
I'm
my love
imagining
language.
is like a Mexican restaurant and they just laughed and they split some queso and chips and then they did get divorced. So like,
Yeah.
you know what? This ain't working.
No,
and we
I thought
suck
this
at
was
cheating on
like-
each other. so-
I thought it was the making of a Hallmark movie, like where at the beginning it seems like there's like a lot of
With the
turmoil.
queso and the chips.
No,
No,
that-
and then they see the rose and they're like,
Rosas
"Oh,"
No.
you know, and then they like,
that's the end. That's the end. And they should part as amicable buddies. They shouldn't be like, we should fuck more. That's awful.
I'd be like, remember that part where you said the husband sucked? I agreed.
Yeah.
What if she just like turned the corner, and the dude is just like rosebudding?
Yeah.
And listeners, if you don't know what rosebudding is,
And you don't want to know. You don't want to know.
No, you want to know. Stop at Google rosebudding and then go incognito mode first, unless you want to throw off your algorithm.
You know what, Adam? You know, in the last podcast you were talking about incognito mode.
Oh yeah.
Do you think that Google doesn't rember incognito
I
mode?
think they remember it less.
No, I think that's what they focus
No,
on.
I think that makes you feel more
Yeah.
comfortable.
That's like being
That's all I
like that's
need.
like getting your
I need-
wiretapped. It's like in your wiretap, be like, okay, hey FBI, don't listen to this,
Yeah.
and then you say it's what they filter on.
Yeah.
Actually, it does sound like a romantic comedy, and which makes me. I wish I had the numbers here, but I'm just gonna try to like remember what I saw. Someone did the math on Owen Wilson's career. Did anyone see this?
No.
Was this with the woes?
Yeah, it was something like.
yeah.
So I don't remember
No,
the
no,
exact.
I'm sorry. No, I did. I did. What's his name from The Matrix?
Keanu Reeves.
Yeah, I did. Whoa.
Yeah. So
But I was doing. Wow.
yeah. Wow.
Wow.
So-
Wow. That sounded
Yeah.
just like him.
Thank
So
you.
someone did the
Like,
math.
I was trying to actually imitate that tortoise.
Yeah.
That tortoise.
On Owen Wilson's wows, and it was something like over his career. I forgot how many movies he's been in, but it worked out to. I thought it was like 2,600 words were said in all these movies, And of those words, I want to say it was like 134 wows. And they worked the math out. I think he made like $180,000 just saying the word wow in movies.
Wow.
I think I saw that, and I think I saw it was like a Twitter post. And
see if
then
I can look it
saw
up,
that
too.
the response by Owen Wilson was, wow.
Yeah. Wow. So going to something. I'm looking up Owen
okay, so
Wilson
You can look it up.
Wowworth.
I'm just going to say this, like, right now, I'm just going to tee off here since you said Owen Wilson. Owen Wilson is in, like, some of my favorite movies ever because I'm a massive fan of Wes Anderson. And, like, Wes Anderson, the one thing that I love
I found it. I'll just end the topic. He's made over $217 million in his career, and he's made $135,000 from the word wow. So there it is. Okay. Wow.
Yeah, no. Well, I was just going to say, like, I mean.
Thank you, Internet.
Well, no, it's okay. Like, so I was sitting there thinking, like, Wes Anderson movies. I love what Wes Anderson does, and I feel like Jon Favreau does it.
Visual symmetry. That's his thing. Wes Anderson.
I was going to say going with the same cast people.
Oh,
like
sure.
Yeah.
Like Adam Sandler.
Yeah, like
Christopher Nolan does it too.
Yeah, a lot of the, and I get it. I get it for one, the aesthetic aspect of it, but two, it's like if you like the people you work with, keep working with them.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. So like that's where I get it, but I don't know.
After a while, you feel like you know them too. It's like, oh yeah, they're.
Well, you can give critiques and stuff, and I'm sure they're taken the right way.
Exactly.
Which is counterintuitive because I've heard Edward Norton is difficult to work with, but he's in many Wes Anderson films.
Yeah.
Like, was it Moonrise Kingdom? Thinking of
Moonrise Kingdom is great. There's that weird
Isle of Dogs.
Isle of Dogs is great. But Moonrise Kingdom, the thing I hate about it is they did the whole like weird like Blue Lagoon bullshit too.
They did.
I don't know. I get like when you like put kids into like sexualized situations, like
I'm out.
Yeah, like nope. You know, like that was like my only crux to like.
Yeah.
You know, like Wes Anderson stuff is I don't like that, but like other than that, I actually thought Moonrise Kingdom was a fantastic movie. So
yeah. So apart from the kid sex,
or just the kid like weird like
yeah.
dry humping underneath a fucking pop tent.
Yeah.
Moving along. What was your next thing?
Actually, I got a little quick snippet that'll get us right out of this. Do you know the average horse weighs 1,000 pounds?
I thought you were going to say the average horse.
Right, the average horse weighs 1,000 pounds, and the average horse has a 20-inch penis. Right?
Hold on, you're getting out of kid sex into horse cock?
Yeah. So the
sounds safe.
That makes a ratio of 50-1. So the average man weighing 200 pounds needs to be 4 inches to be hung like a horse.
I'm almost.
Are you just tooting your own horn right here?
Big time.
Yeah.
I'm almost hung like a horse.
I'm better.
Yeah,
I'm better.
Say, I am 205 pounds and I am almost.
Yeah.
I am do they have pocket horses?
Yeah.
If you take that same principle to an ant, now they say that ant is like the strongest whatever thing because like they carry their dead
for body stuff.
For body stuff. So it's like an ant was a human size, they would have like muscles for days.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
Yeah. Does that make you feel inferior?
Big time.
Okay.
Especially because most are female.
Well, I mean, like if you think about it, like what's worse than ants in your pants?
You know, I told that joke recently, and it fell flat, and they thought it was a pedophile joke.
You don't have to tell a joke.
They thought it was a pedophile joke.
It is absolutely a pedophile joke.
But then they weren't happy. They're like, "That's horrible of you."
Hold on,
who did you tell the joke to?
My kids.
Sounds like a warning.
It sounds like they should have hang out around their uncles.
For listeners that don't know, the punchline is uncles.
Yeah.
Uncles are worse than your pants.
Start over. Take two. Jake, what's worse than ants in your pants?
I don't know. What?
Uncles.
Or no pants on your ants.
Yeah.
Well, fortunately, my kids have no uncles.
Yeah. Or ants.
Yeah.
Do I got to get us out of this one too?
Please, God.
All right.
More horsecock, please.
No, not horsecock.
We keep circling back to kid fucking.
Not horsecock.
I can't handle it.
Not
I'm sick of
horsecock.
it.
But have you seen walrus cock?
Oh my God.
He is full of cock today.
Have you seen the internet sensation Thor the walrus?
I haven't, but I wish I did it already.
So this was in Scarsborough, UK. You can look it up on YouTube and be treated to all sorts of British accents or wherever Scarsborough is. But on New Year's Eve, they were going to have a fireworks display, and I guess well-known walrus named Thor showed up and gave a different light display, the god of thunder being what he is, and he proceeded to masturbate on the dock in front of everyone, and they canceled the fireworks.
Oh,
I didn't know they could.
I will say this. They have also canceled fireworks, and I did the same thing.
Yeah.
So,
This is clearly this is Endgame Thor. You know what I'm talking about?
oh my God, I'm gonna circle back. Actually, fuck it. I'm gonna.
You gotta look this thing up because you're just like, they do exist. This thing is in my mind. I'm like, there's no way he's masturbate. And I watch him like he's masturbating.
We're gonna circle back to Marvel here in a moment here. So now I want to ask you guys this: do you know what Festivus is?
Yes.
What's Festivus?
Festivus is the holiday from Seinfeld that George Costanza's father thinks of. I don't know if it was not to do Christmas or what was it?
No, I'm trying to think if there
was
wasn't.
Festivus for the rest of us.
Yeah, Festivus
right?
for the rest of us.
They don't want to celebrate Christmas.
Okay, keep going.
And he had there
pole
were
instead
things
of
that
Christmas
were called
tree.
like the feats of strength. Was
Hell yeah.
Oh, and
airing of the grievances.
That's my favorite part. He
yeah.
picks out his boss. I got.
So I know Jake and I we've been doing tip of the hat. I'm going to do a bit of a tip of the hat to Rand Paul. Okay. And the reason why I'm bringing this up, and this is Senator Rand Paul. Now, the reason why I mentioned Festivus.
Dick. All right.
Hell yeah. Dude, Rand Paul's got a big old metaphorical dick. And I love that he unzips and lays it out on the Congress. Okay. Yeah. And we try to not be a political show here or anything like that, but I do at least got to bring this up because this is really fucking funny.
Sure.
So Seinfeld fans will know the reference of Festivus.
He used Festivus?
One of the many things associated with Festivus is what you've already mentioned,
the airing
of the grievances. Okay. Now, for the 8th year in a row, Senator Rand Paul has come out with his Festivus report. Okay, this is where he does.
I appreciate holding to a joke. 8 years is quite a.
Yeah,
okay, yeah, all right.
Yeah, dude. Okay, so anyway, so this year, what he did this year so far, he's actually done a 24-page report on the way of his airing of the grievances of as far as how the government has wasted your tax dollars.
Ooh, I like where this is going.
Okay, now this is a big number.
Sure,
and I'm probably gonna fuck it up. Okay,
you are, because I can look at it and I'm gonna tell you.
You say it then.
Well,
go ahead, big brain.
Looks like a Googleplex.
Okay, so I'm gonna say over $482 billion. Okay, was wasted based off of Rand Paul, Senator Rand Paul's estimate.
Sure,
that's not so bad compared to what I thought. I was thinking it was gonna be trillions. Anyway, so the National Institutes of Health, the NIH, is an agency of the Department of Health and Human Services, right? It's funded by our tax dollars, and the annual budget is like $45 billion for the American people. Now, and I'm only bringing this up because some of these, there's a big laundry list of things, but I filtered out and put in just my favorite ones, right?
Oh, okay. Sure.
Okay, so now, wasting the tax dollars is subjective, so I just want to at least I want to let the listeners decide. Okay, here's some of my favorites. For $3 million, the National Institute of Health were paid money to watch hamsters fight on steroids.
Hold on.
We got to find out about this.
Hold on. Are we saying this is not a good use of money?
Yeah, I know. I think that
because this is a new MMA, as far as I'm concerned, or the MMA, or whatever hamsters fight on.
I'm sorry, you said hay, but I know they fight on cedar chips because I can't smell cedar. Like Jake and I.
How fast does the wheel go? Do we put them in the ball and get a speed clock?
All right, fair enough. Yeah, just like I want a picture like a Rocky montage.
Yeah, I'm only mad they didn't televise it. Like, dude, there's like 20 seasons of BattleBots. What the fuck?
I know.
All right, maybe I would subscribe to Battle.
100%.
Battle hams.
I would follow the lineage.
All right.
Of these.
Well, anyway. Getting all hammy there.
All right.
Okay, go.
So on a much less funny scale than jacked up hamsters, here's another one. These are real, by the way. This isn't a joke. Another $2.3 million of taxpayer money, your money, was spent or given to the National Institute of Health for injecting 6-month-old beagle puppies with cocaine.
Another show I would watch. I'm sorry. What is first?
I think that mine is on cocaine.
First of all, they sniff all day. Why do you got to inject them? Just put some lines up.
Yeah.
Why beagles?
Yeah, why beagles?
I don't know, man. But honestly, like listeners, I dare you to fact
Dude, what
check this
color
shit
fern
because-
grows on the overdose?
White.
You go puppy.
Yeah. Aren't puppy noses supposed to be wet, not white?
Yeah.
What do you... All right. So here's $1.1 million given to the National Institute of Health. Okay, this is money that we all pay for. This is trading mice to binge drink alcohol.
I'd watch all these shows.
But the thing
I would
is,
watch every single one of
All I'm
these
saying
shows.
is, like, I would do all this for half price.
Yeah.
you would do it for free. Let's be honest.
I'm doing it right now. I'm the mouse. Okay. So, now I do have to mention that there's an honorary mention here. There's a Georgia Tech. They were given a grant. This is also part of the.
Did they put it in the lick bottles? Like,
Did
did they fuck more?
Does he
I
like
don't know.
pina colada?
I wonder if like Tony donates to that, like all the liquor that he's giving. He's like, this isn't blackened.
Do you come in there holding one up to chanting chug?
Yeah, exactly. All right, so this goes to Georgia Tech, who's given a grant by the National Science Foundation, the NSF.
Dude, let's try to get some grants.
We should
Dude,
try to get
We
some
can
grants.
think of some
Do it.
shit.
I'm
Make-
curious.
make-
Hold on. So for Georgia
Instead
Tech
of braid
students,
snakes or something.
so here's your. This is we're coming full circle to what you talked about because
Okay.
you kind of teed me up earlier. This is Marvel related. Okay, we have Tony in audience right now. His wife actually drew. I don't know if we have this right here.
That's a one and only.
Yeah, this
That's
is one
worth
and only.
a ton.
Tony's wife is a colorist for Marvel. Okay, so Tony knows a lot about Marvel. Okay, so Georgia Tech, they were given a grant by the National Science Foundation for $118,971,000. What do you think that was for? You don't know? Okay, let me deal. Okay. So the research is if Thanos could snap his fingers wearing the Infinity Gauntlet. I'm not kidding. Okay, so the study ultimately determined whether wearing metal gloves while attempting to snap does not generate enough friction between one's fingers to successfully create a snap. In their words, you don't have metal gloves.
I know,
on.
but I'm just
Okay.
like, it's not friction. It's the slide
Okay.
between.
In their words, this is from the researchers, after spending over $100,000 of your taxpayer money, they decided that our research.
He has a reality stone.
I feel like
Our results suggest that Thanos could not have snapped because his metal armored fingers. It's probably the Hollywood special effects rather than physics in action.
don't you feel like
All
that's
right,
just
let's January 6th. This is the real reason to do it.
I feel like
Enough is enough.
this is just their drug money to sit on the couch and think about it.
Yeah, this is like
Exactly.
This is going to pay the
No,
undercover
they
guy named
literally-
Jason Bourne.
No, when Rand Paul was talking about it, he goes, they literally had a guy. Actually, he said a dude. Okay,
Yeah.
He said, like Rand Paul, who I love Rand Paul. Okay, and I
I
love.
don't really know a
his-
ton about. I've only
He's
seen
great.
him and
His
some.
dad's great. You know, they're just good dudes.
Who's his
you know?
dad? Run Paul.
Yes. But he goes. They literally had a guy. What?
Run Paul.
Ron, like Ronald.
His name is really Ron. I was making a joke. Like ran is the past tense of run.
Oh no, it's Rand, as in like.
Yeah. What's his dad's name?
Ron.
Oh my God. I was saying. I made a joke. I'm like, was it Run Paul? RUN? Never mind. Go.
My husband always said that my breast pump sounded like Rand Paul, Rand Paul, Rand Paul.
Like a true libertarian.
Yeah.
Libertitties.
So then I would be up in the middle of the night by myself listening to Rand Paul
I
while
think you
everyone
guys
else
need
is
to laugh
listening.
more when I said libertitties.
I like it.
Okay, so, okay, I'll end it on this. I'll say, did you know that $31.5 million of our taxpayer money was spent between 4 people? One of them wasn't even a U.S. citizen. 4 people on luxury cars.
Like how?
But what were they using the cars
Like
for?
how? Like, you know how many hamsters could fight for that amount of money?
I'm not kidding you.
We could have
I'll
a
tell you
Super
what.
Bowl.
Okay, so YouTube listeners, Jake, hold on. Let me look up the.
That's his hamster cockfighting.
So
type
listen-
thing.
Yeah, no, you could have a whole
YouTube
league.
listeners, Jake is gonna put up. Hopefully, you'll do it and not make me look like an asshole. But like,
I'm gonna
up
put
like
it
the
over
link.
here.
Yeah.
But
Damn it. Okay, over there then. You put it here now, didn't you?
I don't know.
Anyway,
Wherever
so
will make
this
it
is,
look bad.
So look up www.paul.senate.gov. Okay, and then, or you can honestly just Google Festivus Report Rand Paul. Okay, R-A-N-D.
That's funny. It's been doing it for that long.
Well,
Yeah.
8 years, yeah.
Yeah.
And you want to get even more frustrated, go to that website that I said earlier and look up even more of the money that the government is squandering, that you are like struggling to pay things and like not getting guacamole because it's 99 cents extra because they want to watch cocained up puppies
Hold on.
fight hamster steroids.
If we can somehow get the hamster steroids on, like, let's bring back like Spike TV or something like that.
I'm not saying I want to watch it.
You know, like, let's take the Lambo money, roll it into the hamsters. Cocaine cheerleader dogs, I'm okay with.
Honestly, at
You
this
just
point,
pitched a network.
I mean, as I was looking through that list, it looked like a bunch of nouns and a bunch of adjectives with like a list, and they were just throwing darts. Fuck it.
That's what Nick Cannon does.
Yeah.
Nick Cannon to name his kids.
Yeah.
Like, we'd like to welcome in 2023.
Well, he has the adjectives
birth,
and he throws darts.
yeah, we'd like to welcome the birth of cocaine puppies. Cannon.
I'd watch that.
Okay, I have my would you rather, but they seem kind of stupid now because yours were so good.
Sure.
Okay, I have a poop one though.
Hell yeah.
So imagine you're at like this.
I would say, Adam, bring your mic up a little bit. It's kind of drifting down. Just a
Okay.
hair. Yeah. Yep. Okay. Back to your poop.
Okay, imagine you're at like this really exclusive party.
Okay.
There's one bathroom there.
I've always had to imagine that.
And you know for a fact that if you take a dump in there, it's going to clog the toilet. And it's the only toilet. So are you going to poop in the toilet or are you going to poop in the backyard?
Poop in the toilet.
Let me ask you this: how big's their dog?
Oh, that's a good question.
Do they have a cat?
It didn't mention.
How many butter knives they got in the drawer?
Yeah, I was gonna. Damn it, I was gonna ask him. I was gonna make a joke about a poop knife.
Yeah. You cut it up like yams. It'd be fine.
I know. I was like, why would you pay for a poop knife when you could just use like
Just
the
wipe-
sticks that?
Wipe it off with toilet paper most of the way. Put it back in the drawer.
I mean, anybody that's made a PB&J knows that.
Yeah.
Dude, you gotta hit
Oh man.
peanut butter with hot water.
Yeah.
Or just cold water and like one swipe of it.
Or here's the other thing. It's a party. Close the lid. Wrap it up for them.
Like, pop it up like confetti.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, they knew they invited a piece of shit to their party, and now they're getting a piece of shit at their party.
You get what you pay for. Okay. Would you rather be slapped in the face with a dead fish?
I don't
Or
like that at all.
Or shit in a clogged toilet.
no, or someone farts on your face.
Fish all day long.
Who?
Wait, hold on. Is it bare butt? Bare butt fart?
No.
Just
Like-
through the undies? I
Yeah.
don't give a fuck.
Do I get
Fart
to
my
pick the
face.
fish like goldfish, or are we talking
No,
carp?
it's like a
Yeah, I
a
want the
northern,
crackers.
like a big one,
Is it like an aggressive slap or just like a playful one?
aggressive. But
Is
the
it
fart,
aggressive
but
fart?
the fart is aggressive
No,
as well.
Is the fart playful or is the fart aggressive?
The fart, they're both aggressive.
Is it the same guy that's either farting or hitting me with the fish?
Yes.
I think he can backswing farther than he can swing back.
Here's the thing. I'm pretty sure like that fart can give me pink eye, but I don't think it can like cut my eye with a scale. I think I'm probably gonna take the fart.
You mean the fish?
Yeah, the fish. Like the fish, if he hits you in the face, you could damage your eye. I don't know. I'm just trying to think like
You could-
real answer. Like a fart, maybe pink eye tops.
I just love how
No, that's
you're
stink
growing
eye.
older,
Yeah.
you're maturing because you're thinking long term.
It depends on the fish, I guess. If it's
I said it's a northern.
all right,
It's a northern.
there's like a
no fish
320-pound Russian guy or something like that, good at swinging fish because Russia. But
Dude, I don't want like.
you've seen the slap contest where they get their
sorry.
shoulder into it. They
Yeah.
line themselves up. I'm not
I
taking a
don't-
fish like that.
Yeah, I don't need like some Puerto
Yeah.
Rican who's good at baseball swinging a fucking fish at me.
Dude, it's gonna replace my fucking cornea with a gill.
I'm taking his
So,
fart.
like,
I'm gonna take that Puerto Rican's fart.
that's what I'm saying. I'm like, sign me
all.
up for the fart. But if it's like an anemic girl who hates fish, I'll take the fish slap.
Yeah, she's gonna fart real bad though.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like all of it's coming out of her.
It's
She's-
probably gonna smell like fish too.
Yeah.
She's been holding it for 2 weeks, and now
basically a
she finally has
cloaca over
to.
there.
Yeah, cloaca, yeah. Ugh.
What are you doing? Are you gonna take the fish or the fart?
The fish.
Taking the fish?
Yeah.
Even from the Russian guy?
Dude,
Yeah, because he's not well fed. This one, the one that I'm thinking of.
The other thing is, like, here's the thing. Think about a fish. You're swinging it by the tail. Think about scales. You're getting the sharp end of the scale. That's going to cut into your face. You can't even pet a
I'm
shark.
going fart all day long.
Yeah, I'm going far, too, because a fish is a fish.
Like,
you can't pet a
Okay,
fish
fine.
backwards.
Last time I
Fish are
licked
meant
the
to go
homeless
forwards.
guy's toe, and this time
I
I'm
gotta be
picking the
honest with
fish.
you, I essentially, by definition, fart in my own face all day long.
Yeah.
So I'm kind
When
of,
you wear a mask.
no, I
Yeah.
fucking raw dog it. I'm okay with it. I don't want the fart, but I'll take the fart.
Is this
over
bare
the-
ass?
I don't want the fart, but I'll
mean-
take it.
Is this bare ass fart?
Yeah. Now
I
I've
know,
changed
I
my
said-
mind. I changed my mind. It's now a bare
That's
ass one.
different because I don't want to get freckled.
I don't want to get eye to eye fart.
Yeah, I don't want to get
And the
stink
secret eye.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't wanna-
Yeah, seriously.
Okay, fine. Bare butt versus big fish.
I'll still take the bare butt if it's a big fish. I can break your neck.
Open cheeks or closed?
I don't know. I don't think your face.
Why is there so many questions?
Because it matters.
Yeah. Either way, your
If I
face
got
is gonna get
closed
cut.
cheeks, undies, and then
Yeah.
I don't know, it's fucking Spanx even.
Yeah.
It's not gonna be as bad.
Oh, if it's Spanx, then I'll definitely take the fart because nothing gets through there.
Yeah.
yeah, that fart's gonna go
Spanx
up
for
the
nothing.
crack.
The fart will be like,
So-
the fart
Spanx
is
a
trapped
lot.
in there, and then when they take the Spanx off, then the fart escapes.
Yeah, they hit themselves with the fart.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Okay. I'll take the fart if it's Spanx.
You know what? Let me ask you this: who doesn't love a room full of loose slots?
Casino owners? I
Well,
don't know.
there you go.
Yeah, casino owners, I guess.
a mother. I'm glad you said that. So a mother of four, she won $43 million on a slot machine.
Oh, good for her.
She even posted a selfie, smiling selfie. Won $43 million. Showed it up, right?
Sure.
43 plus. She's already making plans on how to spend it. She's going to get a barber shop for her son. She even said, and I quote, she's going to give a large chunk back to the community.
This is why people that win the lottery go broke. Just fucking put it in the bank. Keep
Turns
doing
out-
what you're doing.
Turns out, the slot machine malfunctioned. The casino surrounded her with security and escorted her.
They're like
all-
swarms.
They did. They swarmed her.
No, she won that money.
Yeah, I
Hold on,
agree.
hear me out.
They don't get to malfunction.
They
Like, if they malfunction, then you accidentally paid $43 million to this lady. Dude, fuck that. If
Yeah.
it said you won $43 million, you won. Because here's the thing: if it
Like, it always-
malfunctioned, it took your money. You don't think you'd have a chance of getting that shit back?
Yeah.
Okay, so all right, what?
That's okay. So I like hearing.
That's
your-
my
your
that's my
discourse
like.
here.
They do that
So-
all the time.
So that it's never gonna malfunction. It's like says you went broke, but it malfunctioned. Turns out you
That's
got
what-
43 million.
that's
You know
what-
I mean. They're not
yeah.
gonna do that. But it said the casino surrounded her with security and escorted her off the casino floor.
She was probably an elderly woman.
She wasn't. She's probably middle aged or so, my age, sadly enough. But it said the casino it told her to come back the next day to hear their decision. They decided that she was entitled to nothing, but offered a steak dinner for her troubles.
Lawyer.
Yeah, lawyer all the way.
Lawyer. Live
Yeah.
stream lawyer.
Yeah.
Like,
My next line,
and let me ask this: was she not white?
she was not white.
Oh, racist! racist!
Honestly,
Oh my God! Come back
this
at
isn't
him!
even racist. She
No,
should
no,
have it all
I'm
in
saying
black.
take it all. There you go.
because
I'm just
far.
No, I'm saying use it like every opportunity she can because this casino casino is trying to fuck her. This is a game of chance, and it's just like
I know.
I don't care if your machine malfunctioned. You fucking lost, casino. That's what it comes down to.
I do have a bit of a caveat here, and while I was originally and still kind of in your position here, and she has since gotten an attorney to represent her in the case against the casino. And even what it's saying here is that if the machine malfunctions, it malfunctions, right? It is even taken off what? Go ahead.
It's a game of chance.
It is.
And you need to factor in the chance of that machine malfunctioning.
Now,
they factored in that they fixed the machine to not do that.
Well, no, that's what I'm saying. I'm like, listen, this is like I think you said it's like every brick of Vegas is paid by someone's mortgage. You know what I mean?
That's true.
Like every single, look at Vegas. Look at all those buildings. Every bit of that is fuck.
Yeah.
Just stacked on top of each other.
Yeah. So now she has, like I said, she has since gotten an attorney to represent her against the casino. The casino, however, has a counterpoint. And they said that particular slot machine, which is like, it's the Sphinx machine, right? It has
Not the self-hit Sphinx machine.
It has a max payout is $6,500. That's like the most that will ever give out. So it definitely did malfunction.
So what did it say? It said you won.
It said the 43 million. Okay. Like on like if and actually why don't you put up a picture right now for the YouTube listeners, like, because you could see a picture of her doing the like I just fucking won it. Like, I mean, I can only imagine like how that would feel. Right?
I would say let's do the fair thing. Take the max amount was $6,000.
$6,500.
$6,500. Split the difference.
Yeah.
20. You know what? You give a little. I give a little. 20 something million.
This is what her lawyer's saying. He's like, okay, well, you know what? It malfunctioned. At least give her the max payout.
They won't even do that.
That I kind of get.
Yeah.
That I'm like, okay, fine, fuck it. Your shit malfunctioned. Why does she have to take the hit? Like give her the max payout then, right? Yeah. So I mean that's still quite a few $1 million less.
But you know what? She's just gonna take the money and put it back in the casino. So what are they worried about?
That is kind of also what I was thinking too. Like in more times than not, it's like, all right, double or nothing. Right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Now the State Gaming Commission, they did go over this whole scenario. And they have determined that the machine malfunctioned, and it states on all the machines, and I'm going to quote, malfunctions void all pays and plays.
It does say that?
It does.
All right, well, she's not going to be able to do anything, but I think that's unfair.
So I do.
She's going to go change the law.
I do also think it's unfair. The casino responded to the max payout request for the $6,500 by saying she's only entitled to, guess how much?
$6.50.
$2.25.
Yeah.
No.
So
listen,
like,
I know a casino that wants to get burned down when I hear one. I'm just like, this is that thing
that's
where
enough to make you tighten your sphinx.
This is that thing. I would lose that lawyer.
I thought that already.
I would find Richard Gill for my lawyer. Yeah. I would find the most snake oil motherfucker, and I would be like, use the race card every bit. Be like, listen, you want a zillion? Like we're talking about it in Wisconsin. You're doing well. Push it harder, because the thing is, it's like it's a casino.
Good.
Dang it! I was gonna say that too.
Yeah, it's a casino.
All right, take two.
Fuck them. Like
what were you gonna
just
say, Renee?
I don't
push it real hard.
Like I don't know. That's one of those like that's generational wealth. You can change the trajectory of your fucking DNA with that kind of money, and you gotta claim you got a shot. Get some people behind you. Fuck casinos. I'm sorry. Like she should go as hard as she possibly can.
You get that kind of money, you could have 10 castles.
You could.
And kill 650 virgins.
You could.
Sorry, I'm trying to do also foreshadowing for the next episode, guys. If that sounded way weird.
And have like a Rand Paul hamster Super Bowl money to spare.
That's not foreshadowing. That's back.
I hope that's foreshadowing.
That's a flashback.
I'm not talking about like Thunderdome. Like these hamsters live and they shake hands and they exchange jerseys afterwards. They might hit and stop each other's hearts. It happens.
Runs Border Town? Hamster does.
Yeah. We have hamster CTE we got to worry about in the future. It's fine. Hamster heart stops is the issue nowadays.
Still with Tina Turner though.
Yeah.
You know that you mentioned the snake oil.
Jokes.
Yeah.
Did you know that Chinese railroad workers brought snake oil to the United States, and it actually worked to relieve people's muscles.
Yeah, I played Red Dead Redemption.
It's only when the people tried to copy it by putting mineral oil in there which is not going to do anything.
Are we talking about actual snake oil where
Yes.
they would do things that would like raise your body's T cells to give yourself essentially not an anti-venom, but like give yourself enough guard against actual like rattlesnake oil? Is that what you're talking about?
Well, no, it wasn't
Or
rattlesnake,
venom?
but it was like you put it on and it's like it reduces the inflammation. And so like obviously
Better than mercury back then?
yeah, or radium.
Yeah, that's
How much shark cock was in that?
not enough shark cock.
There's never enough shark cock. You were so like knowing with that, like there's never enough shark cock.
Have you ever been anywhere where you're like, this is enough?
Yeah, a lot. The Great Barrier Reef. So anyway,
Yeah, because of the culling. Remember we talked about that.
there's so much shark cock. So anyway, it just comes
getting
out
less
of the
and less every
cloaca. So something that you did the other day, a few episodes back, you did 60-second stories.
Do sharks have cocks?
Yes, of course they do. Do you think that they
Whales
Dude.
have dorks.
Dude, yeah, but they're mammals.
Yeah, that's
You
what
know
they
that Tony's
sharks are-
gamer
sharks are-
tag is sharkcock6969.
Sharks are fish.
So
It is a fish. You are right, but they do like Shark Week. Have you ever watched Shark Week? It's been on for
I've
like
been a
25
part of Shark
years.
Week, and I just fucking cream pie till I die. Who gives a fuck?
maybe if it was
Hell
a great,
yeah.
maybe
He's like, the sharks are afraid of me.
maybe if it was a great
Man, I
black
feel
shark,
like you're
we
the
could
one
see
that
it.
laughed at that joke. All right, so something that you brought back, Jake, a few episodes back was 60-second stories.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And I
yeah.
want to bring it back. I want to keep going, and I want to make it a thing because I have so many funny things that I come across. I'm like,
Yeah, there are a lot.
You know, like it's more of a funny headline than anything.
Yeah,
Right.
okay.
So I'm gonna set the timer and go. All right. So. Sorry,
Like
I'm
5
just-
seconds behind.
There's 10 seconds right there.
Hold on. It's been 6. Okay, so anyway, 5 cops fired, 3 suspended after allegedly having sex on the clock.
They have sex on the clock all the time.
5 cops were having sex with 1 female, 1 on duty and off duty on city property.
5? All right. Sure.
Yeah.
At the same time.
Yeah, I'm just sitting here like doing the whole math.
Yeah, there was a lot of whole math there.
Sure.
So
Was
anyway,
the female
so-
a female cop?
So it said that Officer Megan Hall is
Oh,
the worst Megan too, because it's Megan. Like,
Could
who
she
names their kids
breathe?
that? So anyway,
It's like Brandy with the eye.
She was airtight. So it said that Officer Megan Hall was the center of the scandal. 4 seconds. Hurry.
The crux.
There we go. There's your
Sow, what a story.
All right, so that's been your 60-second quick stories. All I can think of is
I kind of want 60 more seconds.
I know.
so did she. So anyway,
He hadn't finished yet.
no, remember that Piper Perry picture?
Yeah.
Like that's what I imagine.
Yeah, you got 5 cops working on a big bust.
Yeah, exactly. All right, so thank you very much for being a part of the 60-second story. Let's make that.
Would
a thing.
you rather get paid to poop or get paid to have sex on the clock?
What?
Like, would you rather poop on the clock, like
Yes.
poop while being
I
paid?
do that all the time.
Can I
Sometimes I shit and then I just wait on the toilet till I have to shit again.
yeah.
That's a twofer.
So then you can't walk after a while.
No, I just prolapse.
Yeah, I guess yeah, probably poop.
I'm saving toilet paper. I'm saving company money at that point. All right, so this is kind of funny. I've got the Saskatchewan police. Okay, they came out with a list of their 2022 list of most stupid 911 calls.
Oh, I thought this was the Saskatchewan police from the last story. The 60-second.
I'm sorry. I'm
yeah,
sorry.
there's not much
I did
to
not
do.
mean to besmirch the Saskatchewan police.
Yeah.
This is not.
There's only
the
4 of
related
us
story.
fucking her.
They have too much manners.
We have
to do that.
standards.
Yeah, that was a funny lead-in. I didn't realize that. I appreciate you bringing it to my attention. So I've got here I kind of summed it down to some of the funnier ones.
Sure.
So a caller advised the operator that they had swallowed a mosquito, choked, and lost their dentures, leaving them unable to eat supper.
Evolution, man.
You know what? In Canada, their mosquitoes are gigantic.
Just hummingbirds.
Yes.
So, here's number 2. An individual advised they needed assistance deleting voicemail off their phone.
That could be my grandma.
Another reason why they called 911.
Yeah.
Your grandma's also the kind of person that probably give like the like guy with the Indian accent from the IRS like Apple Pay money or whatever.
Yeah, probably.
Amazon
Apple
gift
gift cards.
Yeah. Okay, so here's another one. An individual called 911 to advise that there was a cougar on the loose in their city. And when the caller...
I told you I've been to Saskatchewan.
Damn it. You wrecked the joke.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Okay, this is real. They said when the caller asked for the details about the cougar... when the call taker asked for the details on the cougar, the caller laughed and said the cougar's name is Cindy.
Someone was having a good time in Saskatchewan.
Oh, yeah, they were. Okay, so a dispute at a clothing store resulted in a 911 call. The customer was very upset that the manager of the store would refuse to accept the return of the already worn winter boots. Another one is the caller advised that they were out of milk and requested the police officers pick them up some.
That's legit.
For what it's worth, those last two seem like Canadian issues.
Fair enough. But I will say, I feel like the last one, they kind of, the police department in themselves, not Saskatchewan.
It says they serve the community, so
all right,
where's
fair
my
enough.
milk?
But they're not Uber Eats. You know what I mean? It's like, but I do remember seeing like a few years ago, there was like a picture of this like dude like delivering milk. And it was, do you remember this?
And it was a milkman?
Yeah. Jake, can you put a picture or something like that right here for the YouTube watchers? But
sure.
there's like a police officer who...
Yeah.
But no, there's a police officer who I think was pretty awesome for them to do it on their own volition. To
where they delivered the rest of the meal?
Yeah, or something like that. Like, right. You know, I love it when like civil servants will like go above and beyond, you know, because like they kind of get away. They, you know, like a lot of, I'm very pro cop. And they get a lot of like there's a lot of like people that will. Here we go. Oh, here we go.
Yeah, that's him.
This is the photo. Jake, put this photo up. Listeners, I'd show you this, but
clearly a serial killer.
It's not. He's grimacing. But he doesn't want to do it, but he's doing it.
Milk rapist.
Okay. So anyway, so here's the last one.
That's not milk.
So the last most stupid call actually this hit the number 1 of the most stupid call for 911 in Saskatchewan for the police was an individual called 911 to advise their bathtub drain was clogged and the water would not go down.
I've been there.
Yeah.
That can be an emergency.
Yeah, that's gonna freeze.
What if they? Yeah,
That's Canadian racism.
Here's a little more Canadian. I'm
I am racist against Canadians.
That's Mapleism.
I'm a little bit like, what do you call in Mexico? Is it also 911? I thought it'd be like up in Canada, they'd be like, it's 199 or something like that.
Well, in England, it's 999.
It's 999 in England. What?
No, he said nuevo uno.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. Is it a universal?
I think it is for North America.
Well, I know that
sure.
I know that they used to say just call 911, but in a panic, people would go, "Where's the 11 button?" This is real.
Yeah.
This is where.
I think that's me.
Yeah, fair enough. And I think this is anyone who's.
I can find the 91.
Yeah. But then that's when they changed it, like just call 911.
Okay.
Right.
Sure.
So they changed it to 911 instead of 911. But okay, so.
But you will still find some old coots that will still say 911.
All right. So anyway, speaking of old coots, I'm gonna end this episode on our weird laws, since we were just talking about the police department, and I'm gonna be actually in New Hampshire next month. And I'm going to be in New Hampshire. I'm going there to go ice climbing with some of my military buddies. So it's
ice
gonna be,
climbing?
I know. It's going to be pretty funny. So
you're going to live free or die, basically.
Exactly. So honestly, like this might be my last episode. So fuck you
for
guys.
real.
I hate you all. So anyway,
get some life insurance. Let's get some life insurance.
Ice climbing got him.
Yeah. So I want you to figure out the weird law. So new listeners, if you're not familiar, old listeners, I'm sorry for explaining this. I'm gonna say an actual New Hampshire law, and then I'm going to make up 2 fake ones, and then these jabronis need to figure out which one's the real one. Okay? So, number 1, you cannot sell off the clothing you are wearing to pay off a gambling debt.
But that seems like you should be able to. I'm going to say I'm not.
Number 2, you cannot wear a bib with a lobster print in public unless seated at a dining table. Number 3, you cannot reenact the horseback ride of Paul Revere without a permit in Portsmouth, New Hampshire.
Okay, that one is so fake. He couldn't even like.
Yeah, but
I
Adam
saw
does
a type-
that. He's like sometimes he stumbles over the real one to make it seem like he simulated. I'm like, and honestly, not wearing a lobster bib seems like East Coast racism. It seems like what a Wisconsinite would write. They're like, what do they do out there? They eat big water bugs. And Adam hates lobsters.
Lobster.
Yeah.
Lobster.
What was the first one? You can't.
Okay, so I'll
Can't
just read
sell
them
your
all
shirt.
again.
Yeah.
I'll read them all again.
Okay.
So, number 1, you cannot sell off the clothing you're wearing to pay off a gambling debt. Number 2, you cannot wear a bib with a lobster print in public unless seated at a dining table. Number 3, you cannot reenact the horseback ride of Paul Revere without a permit in Portsmouth, New Hampshire.
I think it's the first one. I'm going to tell you why. Because they're on the East Coast. They're the first people who are like, we need to be civilized and not wild and crazy.
You know what's crazy
colonists.
is I think I was gonna go with that because I think they banned strip poker, which is essentially what that is, right?
Yeah.
Like you lost, So put your bra in there, Tammy.
Please, God.
Time to
put
settle
your bra
up.
on, Tammy.
Exactly.
All
the
I got
reverse.
left is my lobster bib.
You are chafing your
And
belly
we are
button,
not at
Tammy,
a dining
with your
table.
tits.
There's butter sauce on it. We had butter sauce tonight, so I'm gonna go number 1 as well.
Me
We're gonna
too.
go crazy.
You guys are both going number 1?
Yeah.
Okay, so I want to say this. If you Google a picture of Paul Revere, he looks like Jack Black.
Okay.
I'm sorry, but like, Jake, for YouTube, like, please put this up.
It'd be this
Okay.
picture of Jack Black. So much easier
He
to
looks
find
like
Jack
this.
Black
He
on a
looks like
horse
this.
than it is to
Piece of
find
shit.
Paul Revere.
All right, so on December 13th, 1774, Paul Revere rode to Portsmouth, New Hampshire, to warn that the redcoats were coming. Now, I'm curious if this is going to like spark any sort of interest with you, okay? Because this is a much less famous ride than he did 4 months later. Mm-hmm. Okay, was any of this jarring for you, or you already knew about this?
Well, I don't know what
Okay.
we're talking about.
So anyway,
Wait, do you think it was funny and did it again?
So essentially, so Paul Revere, he did his first ride ever in Portsmouth, New Hampshire, in December 13th, 1774, to warn that the British were coming. But the famous one, the one that you got to be careful when you type this in because you might find yourself on a Pornhub link. You cannot type in the Midnight Ride of Paul Revere probably, unless you classify or
Okay.
or specify rather.
So all I'm hearing is that you can play strip poker in New Hampshire.
Yeah.
Like, it's,
So anyway,
it's okay.
So April 16th to 1775 is when the actual Paul Revere ride happened. And a lot of this I'm bringing up is because the answer is number 1, you fucking piece of shit.
I know. I told you.
Oh, wait. So we
assholes.
can't?
You
You
cannot.
cannot play strip poker
You
in New Hampshire?
cannot sell off your clothing to pay off a gambling debt in New Hampshire. I hate you guys both.
I actually.
How many listeners were like, it was the Paul Revere one?
I was sitting there like, yeah, that makes sense.
Do you know what I hate when people talk about
This
the
is
Paul
actual
Revere
fact though
story?
about the Paul Revere.
Is that Paul Revere was like, the British are coming. The British are coming.
He was one of many guys.
They're all British. I'd be like, if someone was like, the Americans are coming, and
they're
I'd be
Guam.
like, and
Yeah. No, but I will say I've been to Paul Revere's house in Boston.
Okay.
he was a dentist, part-time dentist.
And what I think is pretty interesting, okay, all right.
He invented a lot of things dentally.
He did, yeah. But no, like what I think is kind of interesting too is that because of his
He's
all
pretty
his-
revered for it, I hear.
all right. But anyway, no, I've been to Paul Revere's house. It's pretty cool. It
Joke
costs
was appalling.
It's called what?
No, it's a couple bucks to get through. It's not
Oh.
even expensive. It takes not too long, but you see a lot of it is like he did this copperware and this copperware. So like, and when you go to his grave, a lot of people will put like pennies on his gravestone because of copper. So anyway, so fuck you guys both. You guys wrecked my fucking fun. I'm quitting the podcast.
I want to hear the history of that law.
What's that? I know.
I told you. I think it's
so
that they're trying to
I
civilize
legitimately
them.
looked it up so much, and honestly, listeners, if you find out where this came from, because whenever I do like a weird log, I try to like, okay, well here we go, whatever.
Yeah.
But like I couldn't find it.
I think the gross guy lost, and we're like, it's illegal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
Put your
I
shirt
bet my
on.
pants.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I want, when I was writing the jokes, because it's the Granite State, so I wanted to make some sort of like don't take it for granted, like pun in there. But
I didn't know
like,
it was a Granite State.
yeah, it's a Granite State because of all the mining. I think they had
Is that
that face,
the back of the quarter, the
the
cliff,
face that like collapsed like
like the
decades
Nintendo
ago.
64 face.
Yeah, exactly. No, it's like that's like from GoldenEye.
Yeah. Okay.
Like so.
I hope
anyway,
you're climbing ice on that thing.
that would be
later.
funny, yeah. So thank you very much, listeners.
105,
yeah,
yeah.
105. If you have any suggestions for, historical things that you want us to delve into, and we will do that for you. But this has been a pleasure. I'm Adam. Go fuck yourself, Riley.
Jake for granted, but I don't know. I'm outta
Dang
here.
it.
I took it. Yes.
Oh, okay, fine. Then I will be Renee.
Take it for granted. Right?
No, Renee had no kids in 2022. I'm proud of it.
With
Right?
Nick Cannon, at least.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. 5. Ick.
Later, boners.
You met me at a very strange time in my life.
We got him. Yeah, no, I every chance I got, every like thread I'd see, I love Steven Tyler. I'd be like, look up Julie Holcomb.
Yeah.
He's ruining people's days.
Oh, his
I can
music
just see
ruined my
Steven
day.
Tyler being like, "So what, Jake? What are you gonna say about it?" I hope that he responds to you. Personally.
I hope he does too. It would bother me that he gets to like be judging people on music shows at this point. And he just, he looks like a
Jake,
soccer
you should
mom.
be on a
It looks
music
like
show.
It looks like somebody's weird aunt that
I
does
know.
like paintings with their menstrual
Yeah,
blood.
yeah. It has different, it has crystals half off.
Crystals, Boko.
Yeah.
Oh man.
No, it would always bother me. People like, oh, Steven Tyler's sexy. Like, ugh. I don't know. Not sexy people saying it.
Oh man.
Like them, like Mick Jagger too. Just that
I
whole
know.
like,
What is that?
like
I
they,
never, dude, like that kind of like what somebody else finds attractive can be a real boner killer.